As of 2022, Malaysia's currency, the ringgit, has 4 series of their banknotes designed. The first series issued in 1967, the second series in 1982, the third series between 1996 and 2001 with the 2020 Vision theme, and the latest series, the fourth series in 2012. And in this video, we are going to take a look at the first and second series of these notes and see how it evolved from there in terms of security and design features. On June 1967, Bank Negara Malaysia, or the Central Bank of Malaysia, took control of issuing Malaysia's currency from the Board of Commissioners of Currency Malaya and British Borneo. Following this, on June 1967, Bank Negara Malaysia introduced the first series of the Malaysian ringgit in denominations 1, 5, 10, 50 and 100 ringgit notes. A 1000 ringgit note was introduced a year later, on September 1968. These notes features a portrait of Tunku Abdul Rahman, Malaysia's first king, or Yang di-Pertuan Agong. Other than that, these first generation notes are pretty simple in design, featuring a unique pattern in the background as well as the notes' pronunciations in Malay. The reverse of these notes just features the central bank's logo, which is a deer along with a sun and a crescent moon. However, the 1000 note features the Parliament building, finished in 1963, located in the capital city, Kuala Lumpur. Now, in terms of security features, there's not a lot. This series does not feature any microprint, see-through register or any flashy features. However, it does feature a latent image of the denomination on the bottom left, a fully embedded security thread, and a watermark of a tiger head. On the UV light, it does nothing. And at the time when these notes were issued, you just need around 2 ringgit and 15 cents for a US dollar. As a comparison, as of the uploading of this video, you need 4 ringgit and 38 cents for a US dollar. 15 years after the first series notes was introduced, on September 1st, 1982, Bank Negara Malaysia starts issuing Malaysia's second series of notes. This series introduced 2 new denominations, the 20 ringgit and 500 ringgit. This series features a unique pattern around the portrait and the center of the note. Each note retains its color and the portrait of Malaysia's first Yang di-Pertuan Agong. Now, the back of each note on this series features a unique building or structure located around the capital. The 1 ringgit features Tugu Peringatan Negara, which is a monument that commemorates those who died in Malaysia's struggle for freedom and principally against the Japanese occupation during World War II, and the Malayan emergency, which lasted from 1948 until 1960. The 5 ringgit features the old Istana Negara, or National Palace. This was the official residence of Malaysia's King and Queen for 54 years, between 1957 and 2011. However, in 2011, the official residence of Malaysia's King and Queen was moved to a northwestern part of Kuala Lumpur, replacing this palace, and in 2013, it has been converted and opened to the public as a royal museum. The 10 ringgit features Station Besar Kereta Api Tanah Melayu, or the old Kuala Lumpur railway station, which, when it was finished in 1910, it became a railway hub for the Federated Malay States Railway. On April 2001, KL Central replaced the old Kuala Lumpur railway station as the city's main intercity railway station. 20 ringgit features Bank Negara Malaysia's headquarters, while the 50 features the National Museum. It provides an overview of Malaysian history and culture. Its facade comprises of elements of traditional Malay and modern features. It opened to the public on August 31st, 1963. The 100 note features the National Mosque of Malaysia. Opened in 1965, it has a capacity for 15,000 people and is situated among 13 acres of gardens. The 500 ringgit note features the Sultan Abdul Samad building, located right in front of Merdeka Square, and was built back in 1894. Finally, the 1000 note, just like the first series, features the Parliament building. All of the notes features the central bank's logo on the top left, and a unique plant is featured on each note. Now, this series has introduced 3 new security features. a see-through register, which the outline part is printed on the front, and the colored part on the notes reversed. And when held up to light, the colored part will perfectly appear at the outline part on the front. And each note has its own unique pattern for the see-through register. Another newly introduced security feature is microprint. If you look very closely, the left and right edges of both front and back of the notes is made out of microprint, reading the text Bank Negara Malaysia in a repeating pattern. And on certain denominations, such as the 10, 20 and 50 ringgit notes, it can be found on certain sections of the note. Again, reading the text Bank Negara Malaysia along with the denomination. Under UV light, it features a box with the denomination and the initials B and M, standing for Bank Negara Malaysia, and a pattern is highlighted on the bottom part of the note. The back simply sees certain parts of the background glow. The watermark on this series was replaced from a lion head to Tunku Abdul Rahman. Other than that, it still retains the earlier security features, such as latent image and security threat, like the first series. And that's mostly it for these notes. On February 5th, 1996, Bank Negara Malaysia introduced the 2 ringgit note, the first note of the third series. And the following 5 years sees the rest of the denominations follow, with the 2020 vision theme on each of the notes reversed. The 2 highest denominations, the 500 and 1000 ringgit note, were demonetized effective on July 1999. And in 2012, the 4th series was introduced. And as of uploading of this video, it's the latest series of Malaysia's currency.